A firefighter since 1991, Dave Upper was named the new St. Catharines Fire Chief in December 2021. We welcome him to The Source to begin our show today. Dave, just about a month on the job now. How did you like having to face the challenge of that blizzard on Monday so soon in your tenure?
Yeah, no, it was great. We're really lucky. We've got a excellent director in Daryl Smith, and so both him and I were working the storm. He did, quite a bit of the legwork as the municipal works director and moving snow around. We brought in additional staff to help with keeping the front ramps, the fire halls clean, and the sidewalks around the halls, so we can keep everybody moving. We did have some challenges with fire trucks getting stuck. A lot of paramedics units were getting stuck as well. So it was an all hands on deck. We were able to partner with our municipal works folks and help keep the ambulance going. We had two fire trucks that get stuck, they dug out. So, it's a challenge, but guys and girls love it, right? To rise to the occasion, to meet it. So it really brings out the camaraderie and pulls everyone together.
So important that emergency vehicles can get out and respond to calls, which probably multiply during a day like Monday.
Obviously there's a lot of medical calls on a daily basis anyways, but then you add the challenge of trying to move around in that snow. Everyone's stuck all over the place. And so, yeah, it's hard getting in and out. I know a lot of times we were parking on the primary roads and walking into the secondary roads just because we knew we were going to get stuck. And firefighters walking up with shovels, shoveling their way to the homes adds to the response time and, of course, the anxiety of the people you're trying to serve.
It is with great pleasure and congratulations that we get to introduce a new team member to Team STC, someone who has been in the Deputy Chief's role for the St. Catharines Firefighter Services, and he has now been named the new leader of the St. Catharines Fire Services, and that's Mr. Dave Upper, Chief Dave Upper.
Have you gotten used to people calling you Chief yet?
No. Yeah, it's different for sure. The deputy's position, that's what they addressed you as. And, Chief McCormick was a very good chief and you always, looked up to him so much to learn. And so, yeah, it's still a little bit different to be called chief all the time.
Let's talk about some of the business that needs to be talked about during the winter. Stay off the ice. That's a big campaign right now.
Yeah, and you can see what's happening today, right? Things are warming up. And so now the ice, we're not sure on the condition of the ice. And then tomorrow we're going to get a flash freeze. And then, another couple of days, who knows what the weather's going to bring. You got the weight of the snow now on the ice. And it's just really, you can't trust the ice. So our motto is please stay off the ice. No ice is safe ice. We have a lot of moving water in our city. And that also is very problematic because what seems to be, frozen over, there's a lot of moving water underneath the ice, especially coming through Martindale Pond and the 12 Mile Creek. Yeah, so we really encourage our residents and our visitors as well that want to come in and fish and skate to please stay off the ice.
Dave, you've been a firefighter for 30 plus years on the trucks, also as a deputy chief, now the chief in St. Catharines. Can you remember a time that has been as challenging as this pandemic?
It's different. I've never seen anything quite like it. Like we're doing things that we had never thought we would ever do, even from like administratively as a chief or as a firefighter, going out to playgrounds, going out to the beaches, doing things that we're serving in ways that we'd never anticipated before. It's neat to see in some respects that really, as a city as a whole, we're rallying together so that the folks in municipal works are working with fire more, who are working with our facilities folks more. So it really is pulling Team St. Catharines together as a unified front to get through this whole thing. But you're right, in 30 years, I've never seen anything like this.
Just last week, the campaign was kicked off for fundraising for the Fallen Firefighters Memorial. That's going to be put up in downtown St. Catharines in the near future. How many firefighters will be recognized by that memorial?
Well, the number continues to grow, sadly, with occupational disease and then, your line of duty deaths on the fire ground as well. Sadly, that number is growing. I think we're about 20 right now. We're really excited to be able to put this memorial together. We've had the privilege to go down to Colorado to honor those that have fallen before us. And it really was the catalyst to recognize we need to do this at home because not every family, and especially our coworkers, are able to fly or drive down to Colorado. And so it affords us the opportunity to commemorate and to remember and honor those that are fallen. I know we had our launch there last week and we had quite a few of the retirees and some of the fallen firefighters that are going on the memorial. I know those retirees had wished to go to Colorado and couldn't. And so it's just a great initiative for us to be able to, like I said, to bring our retirees, to bring our families locally and be able to honor them. And so we're really excited. It's a great initiative.
Dave, the tragedy of losing firefighters on the job while they are putting out fires tends to really hit the public hard. But what often gets lost are those firefighters who die way too young after a long career dealing with difficult situations. Those firefighters will be recognized by this memorial as well.
Yeah, we learn more all the time, right? And that's across every industry, regardless of where you work, just the research, development, and technology, we're learning so much. And, unfortunately, we didn't have, some of we thought were best industry practices back then were not the best. And so cancer, firefighters have a much higher rate of getting cancer. And so it's been recognized by the federal government that it's an occupational disease. And we're losing, it was sad over Christmas break. We lost another platoon chief to occupationally related cancer. And, it's a hazard from the job and it's unfortunate. We're hoping that with, again, some of the technology and new developments with better personal protective equipment, our bunker gear, better practices that we can stop, that part of the hazard to our job.